My name is Anna, and you are listening to the Billionaire Lifestyle Podcast 30 for 30 edition with your host and my stepdad, Emmett Michaels.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Billionaire Lifestyle Podcast 30 for 30 edition, 30 podcasts in 30 days. I'm almost still in Vegas. But, we get it done. Regardless where you are, like I was when I was a Boy Scout, their motto was be prepared. So you have to be prepared to do your works at any given time. Hey, I want to give a thanks to all the people who are listening around the globe. I want to thank you for downloading the podcast off iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Play. There's another one too. Can't remember what it is. Regardless, thank you guys so much for downloading the podcast and making it such a nice success that it is. I like to see this information, the numbers going up and consistently. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Even though I'm not really a diehard Christian, but that's my thing. That's where I'm comfortable where I am giving thanks to how I envision the higher power. But having said all that, we want to talk on today. Our subject is very simply, believe in your art and understand other people's art. And now I'm going to tell you where this came from. It came from when I was DJing, and I started realizing that the DJ was, and this is the disc jockey, I did clubs and weddings and parties and stuff like that. The DJ was becoming this very pop culture kind of individual, and with apps like Spotify and iTunes, people start disrespecting the art, especially with these, like I'm in Las Vegas, they have these trance DJs. I understand their art. I'm not in tune with their particular form of doing it, but there's an art to it. There's an art literally to everything. There's an art to being you. And a lot of times we disrespect it because technology has made things very easy, or much easier than they would have been years ago. I mean, just 10 years ago. Just think about this podcast. It was really difficult when I first started podcasting. You had to know a lot of information, technical, non-technical, navigation of just how to put something together so you can have it ready for the public. But there's an art to it. There's an art literally to everything. And if you really want to be a person who really can own something, is find out how to manipulate and maneuver and be a part of the art of whatever it is, whether it's jet skiing, whether it's driving a car, whether it's knitting, whether it's being a DJ, whether it's being a mom, being a dad, being the best person at your job. There's an art to it. And some people have the art down natively. They have the art as a part of their core. They just resonate with that. They're good at it. And when you see it, it literally looks like art. Like they do it so effortlessly. They do it so effortlessly. I can't say that word. They do it without effort. Where we may just stumble and bumble and try, but you have to recognize the art. There's an art in being an Uber driver. There's an art to everything. And why I'm saying this is because sometimes people think it's just a thing. It's just something you do. No, it is a part of their art. It's a part of somebody's art. Someone is an artist at doing any particular thing. Look at people who make cakes. Like, you can see these things on television where they make these beautiful cakes, and then you go home and try and make it, and it just doesn't quite get it. Those nailed it pictures. No, didn't nail it. This is what I'm saying. You have to respect the art. And when you really want to become your best at something, you have to become an artist at it. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be speaking. It could be talking to your friends. It could be a comedian. It could be everything that we do, where it's an action that we're putting forth to the world, it is a part of an art. And the higher level you are at understanding the art of anything, the better you will be at it. This is part of being in the billionaire lifestyle. Being a part of the billionaire lifestyle movement is finding your art in this life. And it's maybe not going to be one thing. It may be, oftentimes, it's several things. But if you really want to get down to it, if you really want to hone in, if you really want to be your best, what you're going to understand and what you're going to intake and what you're going to pick apart is the art of it, so that you can get into the flow of it and that you can be the best that you can be. You can't always compare yourself to another. You can use others as benchmarks, like, hey, I want to ascertain to that level. And then because we are such dynamic beings, we're going to take it to put our own little stamp on it and make it the best for us and those who want to get that energy from us. Like I said, art. There's a reason they call it art, because it is such a special quality. It is something that is just beyond the mechanics. It is something that is appreciated. It's something that hits the senses. So I'm going to give you the definition of art: the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or the emotional power. That is the definition of art. So when you apply that to anything in your life, it could be taking care of your kids, it can be chopping down a tree, it could be your lawn. You could be an artist at your lawn. Like, that person has the best lawn in the world. I wonder how they do that. It's because they understand the flow of it. They understand the art of it. They understand the creativity, the connection with it. It is more than just one little thing. And it is our job to A, respect the art, B, move towards the art, and C, become the art. Like I said, find me on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio. This has been the Billionaire Lifestyle Podcast, 30 for 30 edition, with your host, Emmett Muckles. And we're almost we're getting toward the halfway point, or right at the halfway point of the month. We will be going back to the interview format, because this is a little strenuous, partaking this matter of podcasting. There are a lot of people that I've met and I've made contact with that have some great information to empower and impress you, because they are living their billionaire lifestyle. But it may be some motivation for you to say, oh, I never thought of it that way. They provided the key to help me to move forward. They provide the motivation for me to move forward. But it's people who are doing innovative things for their own life. They're living their lifestyle, which is the billionaire lifestyle. Till next time, remember, love yourself, love your neighbor, and then spread that joy and love to the world. Till next time, peace.